Hello, everybody. Joe Bag of Donuts here, and welcome back to another episode of Summer Pockets Reflection Blue. Last time we left off, just kind of putzed around the island for a little bit, hung out with Al, flirted a little bit, discovered cool ghost butterfly things, a lot more supernatural elements directly in our face this time around, compared to Shiraha's last time, which was more like set dressing, it was just there as a garnish, but this time the more supernatural flair is part of the main course, which, it's a key game, key magic. It's gonna happen. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm going through them in my head of like all the big key VNs, and there's usually always one directly kind of supernatural route. It's in canon, it's in air. Clannad's a little complicated. It's actually not that much directly in Clannad, unless you count, oh god, what's her name? The teacher with the cat. That kind of flashback route was very much more directly supernatural. Oh, and Fuko too, I guess. Literal astral projection ghost. Spoilers for a 20-year-old visual novel that's one of the most, influential ones of all time. Next, I'm gonna get in trouble for spoiling the Bible, I guess. I was gonna think of like a witty biblical reference to make, but I couldn't really think of one that was good. I don't know, that Jesus dies. There we go. Or not, depending on your denomination and interpretation of Scripture. It's complicated. What's the deal with the Holy Trinity? Hey, now people in Central Europe are going to be killing each other for 100 years. Whoa! Anyway, I'm a little tired today. Not gonna lie. It's Saturday. It's the weekend, but I slept all night and into the afternoon. It was just shy of like 1 o'clock when I woke up. So I got like 15 hours of sleep last night. So even though I am well rested, my meter is full. I now have like a groggy debuff from sleeping too long, if that makes sense. Put it into gamer terms for you folks. Already had my lunch. Already drank my pot of coffee. Got my mysterious bottle of orange liquid next to me because I forget what flavor of Crystal Light I put in there. What is that? Strawberry Pineapple Refresh. Does this one have caffeine in it? I got some of these like Crystal Light like squirt things that you put in the water, kind of like Mio. Yeah, okay. 75 milligrams of caffeine per 3/4 tablespoon. Don't know why you had to use that exact measurement. I guess because 75 is probably like a cup of coffee. I don't really know. I wasn't paying attention how much I squirted in. I got like how big is this water bottle? It's like a liter, I think. Yeah, 1 liter. It's like 3/4 of the way full. And I just kind of eyeballed it when I was squirting it in, so it'll probably give me heart palpitations if I drink it right after I finish my coffee, but hey, fuck it, we ball. You're also talking to the guy who will drink a Monster at work, proceed to then put on 2 cups of coffee, 2 little, whatchamacallit, what are they called? The little pods. I normally don't use them. Keurig's, that's what they are, the little Keurig pods. Drink 2 coffees, and then like go out for a cigarette. My heart is probably the strongest muscle in my body from how much I use and abuse it from. I was gonna say caffeine use, but let's be honest, it's probably abuse. I probably abuse caffeine, but hey, I'm still in my 20s, so my body can take it, even though it's starting to fall off, but is what it is. Fuck it, we ball. Anyway, enough about my cardiovascular health. Let's, I don't know, go see Ao's sister in the hospital? I don't know where we're going with this. this. It's been hinted at, but let's get some direct confirmation. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, good. Let's go. There's somebody I want you to meet. It was the day after Al left me with those mysterious words. We had agreed to meet up in front of the candy store. Somebody she wants me to meet, huh? I gave it some thought. Yesterday, I ended up learning something pretty important to Al. By logical extension, she's probably planning on having me meet. I don't know, let's go with someone scary, like her dad. Though this is Japan, so it's not like her dad's gonna have a shotgun to, like, sit you down on the couch and have a talk with. Though then again, this is like a rural rinky-dink backwater island, so who knows? There's probably a couple rifles bumming around here. Though, from my understanding, how it works in Japan, like for gun laws, the firearms, like for hunting, are kept at the police station, and you have to go and essentially check them out whenever you want to go. Even if it's your own gun, it's like stored in their armory, and same with the ammo. And it's like you need to return the shells that you fired, so that way they can do a count and make sure that you're not, I don't know, hoarding bullets for whatever reason. Very strange to my American mindset, where I literally just have a gun in the drawer next to me and random bullets banging around in my desk because I like to, like, flip them between my fingers and fiddle when I'm doing work at my desk. Yeah, we're gonna get like Higurashi or something.
だから島民でさえ夜の山には近づかない。その禁忌を犯した者はいないわ。いいえ。正しくはいなくなるの。
Poof. Suddenly, a bunch of incredibly muscular mountain monks appear out of nowhere. They wore no masks. No. Yeah, no. Masks made to look like eerily grinning women.
夏の過ちを食いるのね。
Eek! The muscles. The no masks. They're getting closer. No!
頭が湧くくらい長いこと待たせちゃったかしら。
No. Please just pretend you didn't see that.
じゃあ行きましょうか。
Yeah. I looked a bit solemn as she turned to walk away. She was giving off a fairly unapproachable atmosphere. So, like normal. The air around her almost seemed heavy. Cherry Fox, walking along with us, was a bit of a relief, at least. That's a lie. Al was, like, extremely approachable. Al led me to the clinic. The person you want me to meet isn't here.
入院しているの。
I'm surprised your island has, like, a developed enough medical facility to handle, like, inpatient stays like this. Hospitalized.
稲荷はここで待っててね。
Nari was clearly used to this and took a seat underneath the clinic sign.
じゃあ行くわよ。
Ah, right. Feeling a little anxious, I followed Al through the door to the clinic. She guided me down an aging hallway. Something about hospitals have a way of making you feel nervous, and considering I was there to meet someone for the first time too, I felt super tense. I was stopped in front of the door and
会うよ。
knocked.
入るわね。
Nobody replied, but Al didn't hesitate to open the
ほ
door.
ら、あんたも。
Sorry to intrude. I followed her inside. As I entered, I caught a quick glimpse at the nameplate beside the door. All I could make out was the name Sorokado. You have a clone? The girl I found sleeping inside looked sort of familiar. Rather, her sleeping face in particular triggered something in my memory. I'd seen that face time and time again since I came to this island. Ao? Her face was practically identical to
来
Ao's.
たわよ。愛。
She didn't respond, even after Ao announced herself. I?
愛。私の双子のお姉ちゃんよ。
Oh, of course we need purple-haired twins. Of course. Of course. Tell me about your
お
family.
父さん、
Mm-hmm.
お母さん、
The twins will always have purple
お
hair.
姉ちゃん、
It is a trope at this point.
私、いなり、
You have a sister?
いる、
Yep. What's she
い
like?
つも寝てる。
Runs in the family, huh? Is this like a ghost sickness? Is that off today?
うん。今日は愛ちゃんとこだ
Yeah,
ね。
yeah. I put it together, game. I'm not that stupid. Ai-chan.
おそらく献身じゃろうって。
Who's Ai-chan?
愛ちゃんは愛ちゃんじゃって。
I see. So this is I. Now sister, huh?
今日は友達がお見舞いに来てくれたわよ。
She was talking to I, not me.
前に話したの覚えてる？
Also, I think it's really corny when parents give their twins names that are super similar to each other, like one syllable apart. I hate that. I think, no shade on I and Ao here, but something about, I don't know, parents naming their kids that way because it's quirky it like grinds my gears.
ほら、亡くなった加藤のおばあちゃんの親戚。
Ao talked without missing a beat, in spite of I being asleep.
そういえば、お父さんと先生以外でこの部屋に男の人が入ったのって初めてだっけ？どう？照れくさい？
I was still sound asleep and didn't reply. Even so, Ao continued her one-sided conversation. She spoke normally and naturally, as if she were talking to someone who was wide awake.
愛はね。愛はずっと眠ってるの。
How long is a long time? Asleep?
昔にちょっと事故にあって、それ以来ずっと夢を見ながら眠り続けてるような状態なの。
Is she never gonna wake up?
目覚めるわ。愛の記憶を見つけさえすれば。 昨日の夜言ったでしょ？どうしても探さなきゃいけない記憶があるって。それ、愛の記憶なの。
Okay. Aren't the iridescent shades supposed to be dead people's memories?
昔、この島であった不思議なお話を聞かせてもらったことがあるの。長い間眠り続けていた人が、ある日目を覚ましたってお話。不思議な蝶々を見つける昔話よ。
Who told it to you?
加藤のおばあちゃん。
Huh. My grandmother.
もしかしたら、落ち込んでる私を励ますために言ってくれた作り話かもしれないけど、空門家のお役目のことや、七栄町のことを考えたら、嘘だとも思えなくって。
And the fact that there's a recreation and an ancient manuscript about them in our shed.
でも、それを理由づけることがあったの。この島の病院から本土の病院でもっとしっかりとした治療を受けようとしたことがあったわ。でもこの島から離れるほど、愛の体の調子が悪くなっていった。
Is it like one of those things where the doctors look at her and be like, she's physically fine, but for whatever reason she can't wake up?
愛にとって大切な何かがこの島に残ってるんだって、そう思った。
Al looked over an eye once more.
ただ、愛の七栄町を記憶を見つけられたとしても、どうすれば記憶を愛に戻すことができるのか、その具体的な方法まではわからないの。
No, you just gotta get one of those little bug cages that kids use to collect like grasshoppers and cicadas and like bring it here. And then just kind of shake it over her, I guess, until it like falls out on her face.
でも、見つけないと何もできないし、始まらない。終わらない。
I didn't know what to say. Al's melancholic expression as she gazed at I made me hesitate to question her any further. It'll be okay. When I finally managed to say something, the best I could come up with was a cheap, hackneyed attempt to cheer her up. I'm sure you'll find her iridescent shade, and I'm sure you'll wake her up. My words were totally baseless, and vague on top of that. Textbook case of empty encouragement. Sorry. I can't really think of anything useful to say.
私もそう信じてる。必ずうまくいくって。
Al gently stroked Ai's
こ
hair.
うして見ると、本当にただ寝てるだけにしか見えないでしょ。まあ、実際そうなんだけどさ。それでも、時々表情が変わったり、手が動いたりするのよ。
That's good at least. They do?
先生は、単なる筋肉の反射だって言うんだけど、でも私は、愛が頑張って語りかけてくれているんだって思ってるの。
Sure, let's go with that.
私の言葉にちゃんと返事してくれてるんだって、そう思ってる。
Al smiled gently at Ai.
ごめん、
Al let out a massive
ちょっ
yawn.
と眠くなってきちゃ
And
っ
then make
た。
me yawn. Ugh.
少しだけ眠ってもいい？
Yeah, of course.
30分くらいしたら起こして。
Got it.
よろしい。
Al slipped off into dreamland mid-sentence. Barely a moment later, she was gently snoring. Al? Are you asleep already? I can't fall asleep that quick, but I'm one of those people where it takes me like maybe 5 to 10 minutes to fall asleep. Well, that sure was quick. Having learned the actual circumstances behind her perpetual sleepiness, though, I can't exactly blame her for it. Wandering around the mountains every night, searching for the butterfly of Ai's memories. She's only like this because she's been working so hard. Is there anything I can do to help her? Like, say... Hey, evening! You too, Inari. Sup?
なんでいいの？
You know, I thought I'd help out with the butterfly
い
search.
やいや、待って待って。
Also, is there a reason you need to do it in the kimono? I get that it's like the traditional, probably family getup for when you're supposed to do the mountain ritual, but... I mean, we've clearly seen you're just able to do it without it. Does it help you get in the right mindset, you know, to put up those barriers, the walls, help you play the part, to not let the memories take over, kind of thing? Or do you just like it?
何さも当然のように言ってくれちゃってるわけ？私言ったわよね。祭事の間は山に近づくなって。
Yeah, I heard.
だったら。
And I told you too, right? That I'd come along with you next time. You gave me the okay, right, Inari? See?
ほらじゃない！どうしてわからないの？七英長を探すのは本当に危険なのよ。
Yeah, and that's why. You're doing something dangerous, and I don't think I can convince you to stop. So I figured at the very least I could be nearby to help out.
なるほどね。つまりあれね。あんたは私に惚れちゃった？
Yes.
なんちゃってね。
Hmm. Yeah, sure, why not?
ちょっと
Oh, but he's too much of a cringe lord to actually say it.
笑い飛ばしてくれないと困るところなんだけど。
Well, you know, when you put it that way, you might be right. I think I've really fallen for you.
本気？
Is that a problem?
少なからず。
Seriously? Wow, okay. Need a second to process that.
だって私は今そういうことにかまけてらんないし。
I mean, it's fine. You know, you don't have to like immediately progress. You know, you can keep that side quest on the back burner. You know, just getting everything out there so we're all on the same page.
愛の七英長を探すことしか考えらんない。
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I get that. You want to find as soon as possible, right? For Ai's sake. In that case, wouldn't it be better to have two people looking instead of one? The Islanders don't go up in the mountains at night because of tradition, or whatever. I'm an outsider. In other words, I'm the only one who can help you with this.
それはそうかもしれないけど。
I think the Islanders don't go up in the mountain at night because they're not stupid and they'd rather be asleep.
なんでそこまでしようとするのよ。
Well, like I said, I've fallen for you. Can I just tell you that?
でも少なからずって。
Deal with it. Again, I've said I've really fallen for you. Quit making me say it over and over, please. Just kind of, you know, embarrassing.
こっちも恥ずかしいです。
So, yeah, and that's how it is. Please let me help.
断ってもどうせついてくるんでしょ。
That's the plan.
わかったわよ。
Woo! All right.
勝手にうろつかれてま
I
た
was
あんな
excited
目に
about
遭
that
われ
one.
たら私も困るしね。その代わり私のそばから離れないって約束して。あと勝手な行動はしない。慎むこと。いい？
Got it. I promise. I'll stay by your side no matter what.
でも一定の距離は保ちましょう。若い男女が近すぎるってのも
Can
い
it?
ろいろ問題だし。
Like what issues? Be specific. I need to know so that way I can watch out for them.
何か間違いがあってもいけないし。
Nope. I'm gonna stick right up close to you. We could even hold hands if you want.
適度な距離感でお願いします。
You don't want to like trip and fall over some roots on the ground. It's good to have some extra support. And so I joined Ao in her hunt for Ai's iridescent shade. This is probably a bit too out there to call an attempt to make some summer memories. But still, it made me think that I was still capable of helping people in spite of everything. It's possible that all I wanted was to prove that to myself. Must have been one uneventful night, and we're just skipping right past it. I ended up at the candy store the next day as usual. As we sat on the bench in front of the shop eating shaved ice.
またお宝の鑑定を頼むぜ。あ、いいわよ。こいつはちょっとすごいぞ。ついに夢の3桁評価突入間違いなしだ。
A whole yen.
あら、自信満
Big
々ね。
coin.
そこまで言うのなら早速見せてよ。
お宝はこいつだ。
I don't think I have any yen knocking around. I think I spent it all before I left Japan. I got... What do I got on my little change can? Yeah, it's all euro. Yeah. 1, 2, 50, 30, 4, 5, 7. I got just short of 8 euro and change. And I think I have about 200 in bills knocking around somewhere. I just keep it in my desk drawer because it looks like Monopoly money and no one's going to take that.
道端に落ちてたなんか動物っぽい柄の靴。
Huh. Hey, wait a minute. Those are my Air Max 1 Safaris, aren't they?
これ兄ちゃんのか？でもこれ道端に落ちてたんだぞ。
Yeah, how did they get there? They weren't just lying there. I left them to dry after I washed them this
師
morning.
匠、評価額はいかに。
20円ね。
That's cheap. Those are super premium item, you know.
だってなんかダサいし。
Yeah, I don't get sneaker collecting. I think it's lame. No way, they're totally cool. Right, guys?
わかるぜ兄ちゃん。男心をくすぐるよ。
ワイルドだよな。
See? Everyone likes them.
私は好きじゃないわね。
Okay, time to stop wearing them.
折れた？
兄ちゃんいいのかよ。男なら好きなものは好きって言えよ。兄ちゃん、師匠の尻に敷かれてんのか？
Yep. Morons. Knowing to give in and doing it without hesitation is an important skill when it comes to love. I mean, just look.
私のために。
That's right, teach him early.
師匠が見たことのない顔してる。
嘘だ。俺たちの師匠が。
Give and take, give and take.
ハイリー、かき氷のおかわりいる？練乳もつけてあげる。
It was the same peaceful island candy store as always. Our shift came to an end as the evening rolled around. I stuck around until the very end and helped clean up the shop.
それじゃあ上がるわね、おばあちゃん。
Thanks for everything.
また明日よろしくの。
最後まで残っていなくてもよかったのに。
Yeah, don't you have something better to do? Not like I have anything else to do until nighttime anyway. Apparently not. Wanted to work out a plan for tonight's butterfly hunt too.
それだけなら私のバイト中に決められたでしょ。基本暇なんだから。
Yeah, but you're working at work. Okay, yeah, but still.
なんか言いにくそうだけど、何？
Nah, it's nothing.
本当に？
You know, you really shouldn't question these things that much.
なんでよ。
It's embarrassing, isn't it?
何が？
Look, I just want to spend time with you, that's all. I didn't really think through my excuse too carefully. But let me be with you, that was good enough for me.
そうなんだ。
Yep, sure is.
うん。
What an incredibly bittersweet atmosphere. So, right, about the meeting up later tonight. Is the same time and place as yesterday fine?
うん。いいけど。
Okay, well, I'm heading this way. See you later.
また後で。
See ya, Inari. I split up with Ao and headed back home for the moment. Night fell and I headed for the mountains. I waited by the foot of the mountain trail until I spotted a lantern light approaching me. Hey, you came.
早いわね。
I was worried you might leave me behind if I was late.
今さらそんなことしないわよ。
Well, just chalk it up to me being enthusiastic, I guess. Ready to get started?
その前に。
ん？
何度も言うけど、あんたは蝶を見つけても絶対触っちゃダメよ。普通の人は記憶に引っ張られやすいから。この前みたいな目に遭いたくなければ、絶対に七栄鳥に触らないこと。
Oh, but it might be fun. Is it really safe for you to be touching them?
私はこう見えても空門の巫女なわけだし、普通の人よりは耐性があるのよ。
If you say so. Is that how it works?
そういうものよ。
But if I stay away from iridescent shades and all that, I'll really just be here to follow along with you. I kinda wanna, you know, do something to help out.
それで十分だから。
ん？
その、あんたが隣にいると、私が頑張れるから。
Yeah, I got something to show off for. Gotta
そ
look
れじゃ
cool.
ダメ？
Oh. I see. If that's how you feel, then okay. Crap. Is that all it took to make me this happy? I'm as easy as she is.
稲荷
Inari, who was staring off into the woods, barked.
いるの？わかったわ。行くわよ、ハイリー。
Huh?
七栄鳥よ。向こうにいるって。
Inari led us up the mountain trail. Al followed behind him, carrying the lantern, and I followed in turn. Can Inari tell where the iridescent shades are somehow?
ええ、そうよ。
Yeah, you know, it's like somehow some animals are able to detect magnetic fields. You know, is it the Arctic fox that can do that? The gray fox? Silver fox? Yeah, it's silver fox. Gray fox is a Metal Gear character.
野生の動物だけあって、そういうのに敏感みたい。
More sensitive than you?
もちろん。言ったでしょ。この前、蝶の記憶にとらわれてたあんたを見つけられたのも、この子のおかげだって。
Right, yeah, you mentioned. I guess I still haven't thanked you for that, huh? I'll bring you some fried tofu next time. Inari yipped happily.
いたわ。
Nari led us to a solitary, iridescent shade. Fluttered around in the darkness, giving off a gentle, mysterious light.
しつこいようだけど、
I absolutely should not touch it under any circumstance, right?
そういうこと。あんたはここから動かないでね。
Gotcha. Ao slowly approached the butterfly, beckoning it to her with the lantern. The butterfly fluttered towards her, as if the light was drawing it in.
いい子ね。
Ao gingerly reached out towards the
見せ
butterfly.
て。あなたの記憶を。
The iridescent shade alighted on her fingertip. Suddenly, Ao's expression lost all traces of emotion. She froze, her gaze hollow and vacant. I was certain that she was witnessing the memories that the butterfly, or rather, that somebody had left behind. The memories I saw were those of a man who'd been driven to the point of crushing despair by the myriad tragedies of his own life. Never wanted to see anything like that ever again. I didn't want Ao to have to see it either. Ao's expression changed slightly. She looked anguished. Her wrinkled brow hinted at how agonizing the memories she was experiencing were.
もや
Ao?
もやしてくれ。俺の
Ao, are you okay?
本棚、参考書のカバー
あ
と差し替えた
Yep, gotta burn them.
中身。
Gotta get rid of them. I actually got some stuff upstairs I need to burn. I have some reading materials that I got at a convention. From just like some blind bags that they were like a Dojin reseller. And, it's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with these? I bought them because, I'm like, oh, that's neat, having physical, physical Dojin, just because they're unavailable like anywhere in the US. And it's like, even after I got them, it's like, all right, so now I just got this porn. Great. It's like, you flip through it and it's like, okay. And now I just gotta hold on to this? It's like, I don't want to throw it in the trash because, what if, I don't know, the garbage person sees it? I use opaque trash bags, that wouldn't happen, but it's more dramatic. The next time I have a fire outside, I'll toss them in there too. Huh?
やだ。あれを残したまま死ねない。
Exactly. What if I die, get in a car accident, just fall down the stairs, slip in the tub, and hit my head? And then my parents have to come sort through my stuff, and they're like, oh. Because it was a blind bag. I didn't pick out the stuff in there. And some of it's like really extreme, and I don't want anyone thinking like that's what I was into.
親に見られたら
Exactly.
俺は誰かああ本棚ごと燃やして
Okay, I think I get the picture. The iridescent shade slowly fluttered away from Ao's finger. The moment it lifted off, Ao returned to her senses. You alright?
なんか久しぶりに強烈な未練を残した記憶だったわ
Yeah, I could more or less guess from the bits I heard. I'm sure the original owner of those memories felt like he couldn't possibly pass on
そう
peacefully.
ねあんなマニアックなコレクションを残したままじゃ
What did it consist
あ
of?
れを両親に見られた日には二度死ぬようなものだわ
What kind of collection was it?
恥ずかしくて言えるわけないでしょ
I glanced over at the iridescent shade, which was still fluttering around nearby.
触るんじゃないわよ
Of course not, perish the thought. Shut down before he even got on the runway. By the way, what are we going to do with this butterfly? Yeah, now that you've seen it, how do you make sure you don't get like a duplicate? It's the same one that you hit up a second time. The iridescent shade was fluttering around Ao's
この
lantern.
まま帰るべき場所へ導くのよ。
Where it belongs?
とりあえずこのまま進むわよ。稲荷、引き続きお願いね。
We went on to encounter several more iridescent shades, thanks to Inari's guidance. Unfortunately, though, Ai's members were not among them. The butterflies we'd encountered were all clustered around a lantern, not drawn too close nor straying too far. Ah, there's
ど
one.
こ？
Right over there. It's kind of small, though. Ah, you hid behind a
見
tree.
間違いじゃない？七栄鳥だったら勝手にこっちに来るし。
Does that lantern have some sort of mysterious
う
power?
ん、そんな感じ。
Or are these, like, actually moths, not butterflies, and they just like the
で
light?
も今夜はそろそろお開きね。
Is it? I figured she was keeping her hunt within a time limit, or stopped when she gathered up a certain number of butterflies, maybe.
眠。
Ah, I get it now. Apparently, she was nearing the limits of her endurance.
それにもうすぐ新域だし。
Also, what kind of footwear are you wearing for these mountain treks? Like, I get you're in a nice kimono, but you're not, like, wearing sandals or something, are you? Like, we should really go to the mainland and, like, get some hiking boots for the both of us. The sanctuary.
この蝶たちが帰るべき場所よ。
Or even if there's, like, a secondhand store on this island. Oh, this place. The sanctuary in question was deep within the mountains. A single tree stood in the middle of the clearing. Even in the darkness, I could tell that its emerald green leaves were lush and verdant. Tiny white flowers sprouted all over it. Sprouted, not spouted. The moonlight shining from above almost made the tree itself look like it was faintly glowing. I had no idea there was a place like this in these
迷い
mountains.
立花、空門のご神木よ。立花の木は本当なら夏の前に花をつけるけど、
Neat!
この木は少し遅れるの。現世と少しずれた場所、少しずれた時間。常世との境目にあるとしてご神木になったらしいわ。
Cool. A borderline to the next world. This place certainly did have a sort of strange air to it. The other trees all looked like they were deliberately keeping their distance, like they were giving the sacred tree room. Even though it was the middle of summer, the air in the clearing felt strangely chilly. And around the sacred tree, the atmosphere, the very fabric of reality seemed somehow
この
different.
木が花を咲かせている間が山の祭事の期間なの。花が散ったら祭事は終わりよ。そうなったらこの灯籠で七栄鳥を導くことはできなくなる。
I mean, I would hate if global warming and climate change messed up your spiritual, supernatural festival. Why is that?
さあ、そこまでは私も知らないわ。きっとそういうものなのよ。
I walked up to the sacred tree. The iridescent shades followed along, guided by the light of her lantern. A tiny stone altar lay at the base of the tree. As Al brought the lantern closer to the altar, the iridescent shades fluttered away from it, flying up towards the tree. Al confirmed that the iridescent shades had reached their final destination, then silently bowed towards the tree. Ah. I bowed as well, following her example. That wasn't an awe of understanding, that was like an awe, like, oh, I should probably be doing something too. And Ari did the same. After a moment of silence, I heard Ao's footsteps. I raised my head to find her standing in front of me, lantern once again in
これ
hand.
で今夜のお役目はおしまいよ。
Do we just leave the butterflies here?
朝になったら消えているわ。
Does that mean they've returned to the place they
多
belong?
分ね。
You really need to stop that, Al.
眠。
Ugh. There can't be two sleepy characters, one of them being me.
ほら、
It just throws up the entire balance of like the recording dynamic.
じゃあよろしくね。 稲荷。
Counting on her for what?
帰りは七栄町に遭遇しないようにするのよ。
Don't want to burn through your entire stamina pool and end up collapsing. Huh? Why?
今日はもう導いてあげられないでしょ。
But if we happen to find
だ
one...
からそうならないように稲荷に案内してもらうの。来る時とは逆に蝶を避けるようにね。
Alright, so we're doing like Resident Evil like 1 through 3 survival horror, just ducking and dodging all the zombies so that we don't have to waste ammo. Ah, okay. I understand now.
ほら。お。行くわよ。
That's why me and my friend had so much trouble playing Resident Evil 1 and 2 as a kid at sleepovers. I had the PlayStation 2, and he would bring over his dad's copies. And we never got very far because we would burn through all of our ammo, just killing every single zombie we saw. And then, oops, none for the bosses, and now we're trying to like knife the snake or something. And it does not go well. Al yawned incessantly as we made our way back down the mountain together. Yeah, maybe yawned just thinking about it. Ugh. And me yawning when another character yawns, or I see yawn written out. It's not a bit. I just actually do that. It's something in your brain. It's like when you see someone's yawn, the thing that makes you yawn. I think they're called like mirror synapses or something. It's basically, I'm such an empathetic person. I am socially hardwired to do it. I literally, my brain chemistry forbids me not to. After finishing breakfast, I went out to head to the candy store. It was more or less part of my daily routine at that point. Blech! Ow! And an Ari too?
お。
Hmm?
おはようございます。
Yeah. Morning. Morning?
偶然ね。こんなとこで会うなんて。
In front of my house? Yeah. Crazy. Who would think I'd be here? A coincidence? Really? We're in front of my house.
あ、そうだったわね。
Were you coming to meet me at my house?
そんなわけないじゃない。
Kind of stalkerish, not gonna lie.
今から愛のお見舞いに診療所に行く途中なのよ。
The clinic's in the exact opposite direction.
だから
Do you want to invite me to go with you?
だったら何を。
You could have just said so.
別に誘いに来たってわけじゃなくて、ちょっと遠回りしてあんたの家の前を通って。
Yeah, just do an entire loop around the island.
もしあんたの姿を見かけたら声をかけようかなって、その程度だし。
Yeah, you know, just if it came up, I'd do it. I wouldn't go out of my way to do it.
あんたの姿が見えなければそのまま素通りして診療所に行くつもりだったし。
Seriously, if you want to invite me, just invite me.
だって変じゃない。
Not really.
愛のお見舞いに行くのにあんたを誘う必要ある？
How should I know?
でしょ？だから私もどうしたらいいのかわからなくて。
To be fair, it is kind of like not the most, I don't know, orthodox date. Like, hey, you want to go see my comatose sister in the hospital? It's like it's a little heavy. It's a little more extreme than, like, I don't know, going mini golfing or something. I really think you could just ask me the same way you would about anything else. I'd actually be happy if you did.
そう？じゃあそうしようかな。愛のお見舞いに行くんだけど一緒にどうかな。
Alright, it'd be really funny to say, sorry, go ask someone else. So that's exactly what we'll do. Sorry, ask someone else.
それじゃあ行きま。で
Yeah, hit her with the swerve.
あれ今断られた？絶対そういう流れじゃなかったわよね。
You can't always get what you want. The world's an irrational place.
あんたの頭の中が不条理よ。はあ、もういいわ。一人で行く。
What, really? You're giving up after only asking once? I might say okay if you ask again, you know. Come on, bring it on.
なんかイラッとするわね。
Well, jokes aside, let's get going.
どこに？
To visit I, of course. Where else?
なんかもうムカつく。
You just like me, for real, for real. Nothing I love more than pushing buttons and yanking chains. Now when I arrived at I's hospital room. Now chatted away with the sleeping I, as always. She acted like it was the most natural thing in the world to do, even though I didn't show the slightest sign of responding. She cheerfully recounted the day's events. Hey, what are you accomplishing by talking to I when she sleeps like this?
わかんない。
I'm pretty sure there are studies, though, that say, like, it's good for the unconscious person's, like, brain activity to have someone talk to them. Don't know.
そりゃ話しかけても反応があるわけじゃないしさ。でもこうやってれば愛も私と同じものを見てきたってことになれるかなって。寝てても外からの刺激って案外覚えてるものらしいし、睡眠学習みたいなもの。
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
いつかさ、愛の抜け落ちた記憶を戻してあげることができたら、それで私の話したことを覚えていてくれたとしたら、そしたらいつも一緒にいたことになるかなって。
Sure, that's a good way of looking at it.
まあ実際どうなるかなんてわかんないけどさ、双子なんだし分け合えることができるものは共有しときたいじゃない。変かな。
Hard for me to say. Because I'm not a twin. Nah, it isn't. Not the slightest.
そう
By the way, have you told her about me too?
30円 T シャツの男って。
You're horrible. Surely there's something else you've told her about me?
かき氷をぶっかけた男。
I am so sorry about that.
そうだ、せっかくだしあんたも愛に何か話してあげて。
Me? Can I?
まずは自己紹介くらいからでいいんじゃない？
Yeah, introduce myself, huh? I mean, since I'm here and all. I walked over to I's side. Nice to meet you. I'm Ao's boyfriend, Takahara Hairi.
まだ付き合ってないわよ。っていうか、そんなに緊張して言わないでよ。聞いてるこっちの方が恥ずかしくなるわ。
Sorry, it's my first time saying anything like
もっ
that.
と普通に話しかけなさい。
Okay then, take two. I'm Ao's future boyfriend, Takahara
さ
Hairi.
っきよりさらに挙動ってる。
Saying again just made me even more
大
nervous.
体なんでまた恋人とか言ってるのよ。
I mean, they say you're really suggestible when you're in that sleep learning state. I just thought I'd try to build up some foundations. Sorry, but can you introduce me to her instead?
しょうがないわね。
Yeah, as your boyfriend.
は
Boyfriend to be is fine too.
あ、
Just try it, please.
わかったわよ。あのね、愛。この人はね、私の恋人になる予定の高原ハイリよ。
Nice to meet you. My name is Takahara Hairi. Like, come on, who's that supposed to be? Introduction was even worse than mine, wasn't
だ
it?
って私だってこんな紹介初めてよ。
Well, anyway, I already told you before. I'm seriously interested in you.
うん、
You You want to make out next to your comatose
あ
sister?
んたにそう言ってもらえるのは、私もあんたのことはちゃんと好きになってる。
Woo! We're in there, boys!
それだけは間違いないから。でもごめん。
No, it's fine. I understand. You're a little emotionally unavailable at the moment.
愛が眠り続けているのに、私だけ幸せになれない。
That's entirely fine. It's important to be honest about these things with yourself and others. That way, you don't give people misunderstandings and, misconceptions happen and, feelings get hurt.
ずるいこと言うようだけど、待ってほしい。愛が目を覚ますまで。聞いてる？おーい。
Ha!
大丈夫？
No, you just came out and said one thing I wanted to hear more than anything else. I kind of blanked out for a second.
私なんて言った？
His brain blue screened on him. Had to take a second to reboot. You said that you started to like me. Ow. You listening? Hey.
深く
Hey, you okay?
私としたことがなんてことを。
It's like, oh, that was my first confession. Ooh. Now said without thinking, huh?
忘れて。
Don't worry, we'll pretend that never happened and you can do a do-over later. What? No.
忘れなさいよ。
Don't ask the impossible. I'm like crazy happy right now.
だって別に恋人になるわけじゃないんだから。
Not for now, right?
そうだけど。
I'll wait. I'll wait until I wakes
で
up.
もそんなの私の都合じゃない。
Well, as of right now, it's my business too. Basically, this means that we find I's memories. We get to be a couple, right?
そういうことになるの？
Yeah, a bit weird to tie them together so intrinsically like that, but hey, so be it. Like it's a transaction. But we'll let it slide. Sure is.
でもそれは。
Now Stanford, totally tomato face. Her face aside, I silently rejoiced at the fact that I'd found myself a concrete goal to pursue. The two of us headed into the mountains to look for the iridescent shade that held I's memories that night as well. I had to get her memories back as soon as possible. That goal now carried a very hefty meaning for me. But only Ao could touch the butterflies. That didn't change. Ao's eyes went blank as a butterfly lighted it on her finger. What kind of memory could she be seeing? What? Kill?
すっごくコロッケ食べたい。
Well, I guess there are all sorts of regrets out there. Inari found the butterflies and now touched them. Meanwhile, I just sat there and watched over the process. It was sort of frustrating.
困るわ。
You can't?
私まだそんな経験ないんだけど。無理よ。いくらなんでも大きすぎるもの。
Huh? Are there erotic memories this time?
そんなの入るわけない。私の口には大きすぎて一口で食べきれないわ。
It's like when you go to a restaurant, you order the burger, but they make it too big, too tall. Like if you get one with like the fried onions on it, or like an onion ring, and all of a sudden your burger is like 5 inches tall, and you gotta like squish it down in order to actually take a bite out of it, and then it just gets everywhere. That's terrible. Make your burgers wider, not taller. No, food again. Huh? Well, the last one didn't really affect you much, did it?
ええ、そこまで強い未練じゃなかったわ。
Oh, just little things like, I died before The Sopranos finished airing and I didn't get to see the ending.
ところで、話は変わるんだけど。今度、良一と抱き合ってみてくんない？
Huh? Excuse me? What?
天然でもいいわね。
He would not.
配慮、配点。
Oh god, you're
Yeah,
getting like
damn
Fujo brain rot. Okay, no, it's definitely affecting you. Come back to us, Al. Which one of them's the seme and which one's the uke?
今回も全部外れだった。
Man, his tail's real deflated there, huh? We encountered and investigated 5 iridescent shades that night, but none of them had eyes
な
memories.
んかいらない知識ばっかり身についた感じだし。
Do you remember all the memories you've seen?
そりゃね。あんただって触った七英鳥の記憶覚えてるでしょ？
Now that you mention it, I guess, yeah. Those memories were tinted by sorrow and despair. I couldn't forget them even if I wanted to. Looks like you're too sleepy to go on much longer, huh? Oh, and I was too sleepy to finish that sentence. Ugh. She staggered towards a little shrine that stood among the roots of the trees, holding her lantern towards it. The butterflies fluttering around the lantern began to slowly drift towards the tree. You look about just ready to fall asleep standing up.
さすがにそこまでは。
Want to hold hands on the way home?
それもいいかもね。
Seriously? Wait, you're asleep? Ow!
あれ、今私なんか言った？
I think you let your true feelings slip out a bit there, yeah.
そんな、ここ外よ。いくらなんでも最初枕があるところじゃないと。
Sorry, guess they hadn't slipped out that much after all.
あれ？
Anyway, it's pretty obvious that you're almost at your limit. Let's head home. Counting you to bring us back, Inari. Breakfast. We dig into our early morning fried rice. Umi-chan, isn't this basically just omelet rice?
隠し味に大量のケチャップを使ってチャーシューの代わりに鶏肉を使ってお米に絡める卵をあえて後巻きにしたチャーハンですけど。
Yeah, that's omelet rice. Yeah, I really don't think the ketchup counts as hidden at this point.
最近高原さんがチャーハンに飽きているようなので趣向を凝らしました。お口に合わなかったでしょうか？
I mean, that sounds fine. It's not the most sophisticated, set of ingredients in the world, but it works. No, it's really good. This is some top-notch omelet rice.
チャーハンとちゃんと呼んでください。
Just give it a little moe moe kyun and it'll taste even better. Right. Fried rice. I put up a bit of a fight at least.
そうそう、ハイリ君。
What's up?
例の本のことなんだけど。
The book?
エッチなのですか？
Huh? You found that? I hid it so carefully.
そうじゃなくて、蔵の中に蝶々と一緒にあった古文書。
Ah, that one.
そっちじゃない方はどこに隠しているんですか？
Don't go looking for that. You're a little too young for that. Umi-chan, that's really not something you should pry into. So, what about the old book?
読めるように書き直してるけど、今日くらいにはできそうよ。
Really? Oh, thank you so much. I seemed really interested when I mentioned having a book about iridescent shades. I crossed my fingers, hoping it would help us out somehow. Ecstatic at the prospect of having a lead, I made my way to the candy store. But halfway there... Oh, come on. She's already asleep? The day had barely begun and I'd already ran into Al, sleeping on the side of the road. She probably passed out before she even made it to the candy store. And Ari was asleep next to her, naturally. Al's hair fluttered gently in the breeze. As did her clothes. In particular, the hem of her skirt was fluttering up and down, left and right. Whew. Took a deep breath to try and calm myself down. Last time, when I saw Al's panties, my feelings were pure and unblemished, devoid of any wickedness. The simple urge to see panties, nothing more or less. A perfectly natural desire for a high school boy, practically a given. All I could do was obey it. And thus, why not this time too? First, check your surroundings. No sign of anyone around. No sign of any cars or bikes. No chance of me getting caught at all. And Inari's fast asleep. My fingers tingled with electricity, ready to grab her skirt.
何をしている?
Nomiki-san.
眠っている青に何をしようとしていた?
Play a prank is all. Nothing in particular. Like tie her shoelace together. So that way when she wakes up, she stumbles. Ha ha ha, what a funny joke.
私には彼女のパンツを覗こうとしていたように見えたが、眠っているにもかかわらずだ。
I mean, I'd have been pretty reckless to try peeking while she's awake.
覗き行為は否定しないのだな。
And what's so bad about that?
何?
So bad about trying to sneak a peek at a glance, trying to sneak a glance at a girl's panties. She's the one at fault for sleeping defensively out in the open like this. Anyone would look, not just me. And on top of that, I'm a healthy high school boy, I've got urges, damn it. How am I supposed to resist? I'm way too embarrassed to ask her to show them to me. So I tried to sneak a glance while she was asleep. Got a problem with that?
言いたいことはそれだけか。
One more thing.
言うだけ言ってみろ。
I got carried away, I'm sorry. Nomiki glared at me as she pumped up her water gun. Eek.
ハイドログラディエーター回。虐殺モード。
Oh. The muzzle of her water gun changed shapes. I had absolutely no clue how it was supposed to work, but I could tell it was pretty crazy.
サイド。ファイヤー。
Go. I finally arrived at the candy store, completely and utterly drenched. That totally sucked.
お前がフラチな真似をするからだ。
Yeah, he didn't actually do anything though, no harm, no foul. I know. Her watery barrage was powerful and precise enough to totally shut down my vision and capacity to breathe. Basically, it taught me that water rifles can actually kill people. After my merciless hydration, I ended up carrying the still sleeping Al all the way over to the candy store. Now, the store is open. The old lady's in here.
アイスを買いに来たのだが、どうしたものか。
You can just put the money on the counter and take it. Grab your ice cream and leave the money on the
そ
counter?
の仕様は知っているが、きちんと支払いをしたい。
Okay, well, sometimes people gotta do things they don't like. No. What do you want me to tell you? Okay, then. It'll be 100 yen.
何かだ?
Your ice cream. I've minded the store before, so I'll step in as a part-time part worker. Part-time what?
それならいいか。
As a part-time part-timer? Too many layers there. Onion is too deep. Of all the places to lighten up for once.
あと、そこの水道で水をもらっていくぞ。
Yeah, sure, makes sense. Seeing as you emptied your entire tank on me.
私はもう行くが、 寝ている青に不埒な真似をするんじゃないぞ。
Nobiki glanced to the back of the shop where I was sleeping, then glared at me. Right, won't do it again. As if I could say anything else. I spent a while staring blankly into the distance. I was still asleep, the old lady still MIA. My part-timer shift continued.
おい、ばあさんや、おらんのか。青ちゃんや。
An old man I didn't recognize was standing at the entrance, calling for the old lady and Ao. Sorry, the owner's out somewhere, and Ao's on break right now.
おや、そうかい。じゃあ、出直すかの。
I can man the register if you're okay with that.
そうかい。じゃあ、かき氷を一つ頼む。
I want shaved ice? Got it. I guess I'm probably supposed to do the usual thing next, right? What flavor do you like? Strawberry, melon, lemon, or blue Hawaii?
どれでもええぞ。どうせ同じ味じゃからの。
True enough. Having the punchline stolen from you feels kind of tragic. Well, considering they've been probably doing that bit for like goddamn 70 years with this dude, he's earned the right to say it. Thanks for waiting. Here's shaved ice. I went ahead and made a rainbow flavor using all 4 colors. Not that they taste any different.
すまんの。いくらかな。
1 million yen.
はいよ。
The old man slapped a thick wad of bills on my outstretched palm. Thanks for your patronage.
じゃあの。
Wait, hold up. What the hell? Seriously, 1 million yen? I've never seen this many bills before.
お前さんもそう言ったんじゃろうって。
I was kidding. It was just a joke. It's 100 yen. Ugh. Old people on this island are scary. I seriously almost paid 1 million yen. Is this candy store secretly a front for some sort of black market? What's it called again? Money washing or something? Yeah. Money laundering. It's where people take their ill-gotten money and then say that it's revenue from a business, i.e., the big go-tos are car washes and laundromats because they don't need any employees. You can have one person manage it and say, yep, we earned, $800,000 this year from our one laundromat on the corner over there. And, when you're filing your taxes, the IRS can't really say anything about it. They just say, all right, cool, give us our cut. And now all of a sudden your $800,000 minus tax that was, dirty money is now regular normal money that was earned by business and can now be spent freely.
アスリーちゃ
The usual brats arrive.
ん、なんで遠くを見てるんだ？ホームシックか？
Don't worry about it.
それより師匠は？
Oh, if you mean Ao, she's sleeping in the back of the store.
また？せっかく鑑定してもらおうと思ってお宝持ってきたのにな。
Want me to help with that?
兄ちゃん、鑑定できんの？
Hey now, don't go underestimating my sense of aestheticism. Aesthetics? Aesthetics. Yeah, I was thinking like when you go live in the woods in rags and like only eat potatoes and dirt. Because it brings you spiritual enlightenment. You kids got a taste of how incredible I can be in that competition we had before, right?
俺ら全勝だったじゃん。
Yeah, but I found that really big bra. That was cool. Oh, whatever. Just show me what you got. I'll give you a better price than I would, okay?
これだよ。
Boob Frenzy, The Wolves of After School. It was a lewd video. Here you go, 200 yen.
え、本当にお金くれんの？
I'll give you another 100 yen if you tell me where you found this.
マジ？教える教える。
場所聞いてどうするつもり？
Well, duh. I'll go and give it a thorough...
ふーん。
あ、師匠。見てくれよ師匠。このお宝、兄ちゃんが200円で買い取ってくれたんだぜ。
へえ。なかなかいい値段つけるじゃない。
Yeah, 200 200 yen for some porn? Fuck yeah, let's go.
私にはちーっともわからないけど、よほど価値があるのね。誰かさんにとっては。
Have you woken, madam?
ええ、おかげさまでよく眠れたわ。
Glad to hear it.
やばい、師匠が笑ってるけど怖い。あ、機嫌悪そう。これ修羅場っていうやつだ。何それ。父ちゃんが母ちゃんに土下座すること。
Mm-hmm.
兄ちゃん、師匠に土下座するのか？
Maybe. Huh? No way. Guys don't bow down that easily.
私がいるのにそういうの見ちゃうんだ。
I'm so sorry!
土下座した。すごい勢いだった。かっこ悪いはずなのになんかかっこいい。
あんたたちは今日は帰りなさい。
Yeah, we're gonna go watch this together.
はい、今日は帰ります。
That can be a date, you know. Could lead into something else too, but
兄ちゃん、生きてたら明日会おうな。
the kids ran off, leaving those ominous words behind. Now on my own, I found myself in a really awkward situation. No, you just gotta roll with it. I went on a date once where we were just walking around downtown, and we ended up like walking by like a sex store, like one of the places that sells like a whole bunch of paraphernalia and stuff. And we were just kind of joking about it, and then, you know, said like, oh, we should go in and like look at the things as like a joke. And it turns out she was like really into that idea actually. And I was like, oh, all right. And I'll save the rest of that story for me. Yeah, I guess I'll head back home too.
なんで？
Why? I just thought, you know, you're awake now, so no need for the part-timer anymore.
あ、そっか。早く帰りたいわよね。だってそのビデオを早く見たいんだからね。
That's
見
not.
ないわけ？そりゃあ見るわよね。そのために買い取ったんだから。
I mean, there's nowhere really to watch it at his house. There's like a 13.5-inch CRT in the living room, and it's the middle of the afternoon. Like, sure, you know, Umi's out doing who knows what in the woods, and Kyoko's, you know, knees deep in the shed, and, you know, it's still a little risky. I wouldn't recommend. No, I continued dancing on my bed of nails. Eventually, night fell,
ビデオ面白かった？
and I was still pissed. I haven't watched it.
ああ、そうよね。京子さんとか海ちゃんがいるもんね。二人が眠ってからじゃないと見られないか。今夜帰ってから見る？今夜は早めに切り上げちゃおうか。
I threw it away.
あ、捨てた？
Yeah, Kyoko-san's putting out a bunch of non-burnable trash from the shed tomorrow. I snuck it in with all that
な
stuff.
んで？
I mean, it upset you, right?
あ、私のことは関係ないでしょ。
Or did you want to, like, watch it afterwards? If it was good? It does. It definitely does. I don't want to do anything that you don't like. So I tossed it.
そうなんだ。
Now glanced away and walked a few steps up the path.
あ、捨てたんだ。私のために。
Yeah, now you feel bad, huh? He's got blue balls because of you. Didn't even have to look to know that she was grinning from ear to ear. Oh, Inari.
Huh?
Your honor's a little too easy, you know?
何か言った？
I walked up the trail with Ao, whose mood had dramatically improved. As she walked, I talked about everything that happened at the candy store while she was asleep. So I asked for 1,000,000 yen like usual, right? And the guy actually pulls out 1,000,000 yen, just like that. I mean, seriously, what? Is this island run on a pay what you can, when you can system or something?
あのおじいちゃん、おばあちゃんの100万円ネタに対抗するために、
Yeah,
店に
yeah,
来るときはいつもお札の束を持ってくるの。
Seriously? Just to counter a
お
joke?
ばあちゃんの気を引きたいのかも。
Ooh, an elderly romance?
素敵じゃない？
Shame she's married. I mean, I guess it's good they still got the energy for... Suddenly, Inari cried out. Her voice sounded a lot more urgent than it normally did. What's wrong, Inari?
ハイリ、後ろ
Huh? Behind me? Don't turn to look behind, just duck. I turned around to find an iridescent shade directly in front of me. Must have flown out from the dark shadows beneath the trees. And it gently landed on my nose before I could even think to dodge. Ah. The sensation was familiar. I'd experienced it once before. The memories of some unknown person flowing into me all at once through the iridescent shade. Crap. These memories
し
are...
っかりして。記憶に乗っ取られちゃダメよ。ハイリ
Yeah, oh.
何を言ってるの？
Boobs.
はい。
I want to touch boobs. The memories that rushed into me were ones of intense, raging lust. The incredibly intense, lingering regrets of a man who died with a sole, single-minded desire in mind. The desire to cop a feel. Let me feel your boobs. Your boobs. I grasped out shoulders, pulling her towards me.
落ち着いて、ハイリ。そりゃ私たちはお互いに付き合ってる同士かもしれないけど。
Yeah, unfortunately for you, bud, this game has like a T rating,
で
so.
もお付き合いはまだってことになってるし。もちろんそういうのもいずれはって思ってるわ。
I mean, you can. Let's not be prudes here. You can do certain things without being dating. It's fine. You just gotta make sure that everyone understands what's going on, and not get mixed up on things.
でも場所というか、もうちょっとムードを大切にしたいっていうか。嫌ってわけじゃないのよ。
What, like outside?
あんたが触りたいっていう。
Hooray!
それに応えるのはやぶさかじゃないか。
Boobs, please.
最初は優しくお願いします。
Yeah, you gotta work your way up. I clamped her eyes shut and thrust out her chest. No hesitation. The memories were dominating me. I couldn't resist. Squish. Squish, squish. Squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. Squish, 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 squeeze. Yeah, I gotta knead them like bread. Like you're making dough. Use the pads of your fingers. Squish, squeeze.
それ以上されたら私。
So this is what boobs feel like. The clouds of lust slowly cleared from my mind. I sank to the ground, gasping for breath. Like a receding tide, the raging memories flowed out of me once more. The iridescent shade fluttered away from me towards Ao's lantern. Ha! Are you alright, Ao?
大丈夫よ。
Oh, sorry, they got me again.
いいの。それより
Was it good for you too?
どうだった？
Do you need a cigarette, Ao? Huh? How was what?
だから感想というか感触というか。
I'm sorry. Honestly, I don't really remember.
Huh?
I mean, I know I felt you up. But the memories were totally in control at the time, and all my senses were really dull. So, yeah, honestly, I don't know. Was it like bags of sand? Stole Ao's maidenly innocence. Nice. In any case, those definitely weren't Ai's memories.
なの分かってるわ
After that, man, this island was really full of like freaks and degenerates, huh? Or was at some point. We carried on with Ao's duties in uncharacteristic silence. The awkwardness was stifling. I mean, I get that it was my own fault for not being able to remember, but honestly, I'm super frustrated with it too. I think I'll never be able to recall my first boob touch. Gah.
ふう今夜はこんなところかしら。
I'll be honest, I can barely remember mine. You know, considering it was like 10 years ago at this point, but it's like, yeah, I remember doing it, I remember that it happened, but it's like the particular of those particular breasts are lost to the, like, sands of time in my mind. Kinda, I don't know how to feel about that, honestly. Huh? Oh, getting sleepy?
なんか別の意味でいろいろ疲れたわ。
What, want to get home and do some self-care? Oh, still holding a grudge, huh?
でもまあ改めて七英長の怖さは分かったでしょ。
Oh yeah, for sure.
どうしたの？
Talk about iridescent shades reminds me of something. Want to come over to my place tomorrow?
いきなりご挨拶？都会じゃ女の子の方から先にお伺いするの？
I said this was about iridescent shades, right?
はい、すみません。
I told you that I found an iridescent shade specimen in a book about them in my shed, right?
標本は偽物確定でしょ。
Yeah, but you gotta be interested in the book, right? Kyoko-san rewrote the book into more contemporary language.
本当？それはぜひ見たいわ。
Want to come by tomorrow then?
行く。朝から伺わせてもらうわ。
The awkward atmosphere disappeared in an instant. And at the same time, I got a bit excited about inviting a girl over to my house. I mean, okay, my grandmother's house, but still. Do we push through? Do we push through? We don't. We'll stop it here. Gotta leave a nice juicy piece of bait on the hook for next time, huh? Alright. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we'll be ending it here for today. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and notification bells. Check out the Discord link in the description down below, and I will see you all next time, where we will continue Ao's route and read through that book and actually understand what the hell iridescent shades are, apparently. I don't know. Hopefully it'll be something good. Yeah, I said my bit. Catch you guys later now. Bye-bye. Mwah.